Meth heads are fucking insane. Um, Let me give you an example. Right, it's kind of rubbing off on me because you notice how like there's like no homeless people anymore that are not on meth. It's like making it seem like there's something wrong with you for being homeless if you haven't got off the street yet or some shit. And they're highly judgmental, and they see like one thing or another, and then they like try to cordon you off like a seagull. Uh, like for instance, right? And they all just get their own take on whatever. Like it doesn't make sense. Like so going by one person's standard, you fit into this group, and another one you fit into that group, but it's all them. Like this girl came up to me. She's like, we were talking, just small talk, and she's like, I have some items to trade, like like for meth, and it's like I'm like I don't really do that, like, and she's like, well, like it's trying to tell me something, like, I mean, I'm trying to prostitute, and I'm like, don't fucking call it items. That's like, I'm like, but I'm like at the same time I'm feeling pity for her, right? But I wanted to like, no, fuck you, don't call them item, don't call it items. But because she knows that women have items for trade. You know what I mean? In a if you had to be around, if you had to beat around the bush and say and you call other terminology and not call it what it is, then protecting my sensibilities and not calling it pussy, but then offering it for sale, then I'm not offended. I can purchase these items, you know, and then my money is gonna help you kill yourself. So my sensibilities is out the window. So then there's nothing left. Then that's why I'm like, you dummy. But I really was nice to her because it's too late. Um, she's wearing a blonde wig. She's like laughing like hee, like like hee, like you psychotic, like it's like, I mean, it's not too late for her, but it's too late for her interacting with me for it to actually have any positive effects, because she regards that which is looking after her best interest as like a sucker. Like, you don't get it. I'm trying to get through to you. I'm trying to get, and then the dudes will be like I had some marking on my backpack. It was a pen. What's it called? I was um, what's it called? I have a army surplus bag, and I crossed off something like written on the bag, and it was in the color, like it was magenta, like a paint, like one of those pens that writes with paint. So I had magenta on my bag. Man, it's like, don't ever do that again. Do you know, like, the gays own color? Like, gay means happy. They own colors and shapes and letters. Like, it's like, I mean, I guess so, you know, but that's gonna get confusing, because first is magenta, then purple, you know. They had like happy. It's like you're pushing your agenda on people, because it's like, you're saying this is happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't argue with that. Like, so magenta, that looks, magenta looks a lot like is sugar walls. Like, so you like, but how do men have sugar walls though? In the triangle, um, so I think what happened is cuneiform, right? How do you make a slave, right? You introduce foreign cuneiform symbols to represent ideas from a different, it's called an alien race, right? Or an use a concept that the people already have, and a alien um, cuneiform uh, structure, character structure, right? That's how we defeated the Hyksos. Uh, you know, Tam. That's how Tam defeated the Hyksos. Because I'm not trying to take credit for my ancestors and everything. You know what I mean? Like, that's only some of them. And then, like Julius Caesar um, was famously chided at one of his generals for teaching the cuneiform alphabet. Our alphabet is basically another cuneiform. This is um, sticks, which are digits uh, that are married to an aspect of the deity to imbue more angles, so that when you use it, it actually approaches the same the essence of that deity from various angles, from multiple angles. Maybe and numerology is important. But anyway, so like I don't think the gays are trying to use like all this like psychology subversively, because they are already subverted. It's like I think that they are just flying their freak flags, right? You know what I mean? Because they're all. I mean, the mentality's already been, like, it goes all the way back to ancient Egypt. You know what I mean? Like the priests in Egypt were gay. They taught the Greeks like how to be gay, and they weren't friends either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you seen like how like they argue, and like how gay people fight sometimes, and but then they like they're very colorful. You know what I mean? Like they show like all the whole range of emotions out in the open. So I mean, I don't know what you want to make of that. Like, I'm just observing, you know. Um, I'm not trying to say that there's anything wrong. Like they did anything wrong, basically, or defend them. I'm not trying to defend them. I'm not trying to say they did anything wrong. You know, it's like there's mass hysteria that has been used to it's called access the collective conscious apprehension to take advantage of the chaos magic, right? So I mean, who fucking follows that? Like, people are supposed to be asleep to it because it's a ghost spell. They're supposed to be sleeper cells, and I was a sleeper cell. So it's like I don't think I have any more to say.